Now, in this presentation, I'm going to run through the itinerary. Now, I'm going to run through the itinerary including the topics that we'll be covering, including leadership, communication, public speaking, team building, the wealth education that we'll be covering in both seminars on the boat, off the boat, before, in webinars before we leave, on property, shares and charitable contribution. The education starts now. We have monthly get-togethers in most major cities as I travel around as a public speaker and MC and facilitator to workshops. And when I'm in your city, when you're on board with our expeditions for February next year to 2011, the reality is the actual expedition starts right now, and you'll be informed via email immediately if I actually am in your location, and we might have an Antarctic gang get-together where we go indoor climbing, gear shopping or bushwalking if it's applicable. I've done a separate interview with Warren Black with regard to can you claim your expenses towards this expedition, and Warren's answered what types of items you might be able to claim, and secondly in what type of business you might need to be in order to be able to claim some or all of your expenses towards this expedition. I suggest you watch that interview, and secondly follow up and have a chat with your accountant or with Warren at 21st Century Accounting. Included in the expedition from day one is I'll immediately send you my book, Biography, A Step Too Far, written by Richard Yallop and published by Pam Macmillan. My 3 documentaries, including Icebreak Heart, ABC, BBC, Hell on Ice, which is a 3-part mini-series on the ABC, and then a 1-part series on National Geographic, and then my most recent one, which went to air in America, which is on NBC, called Hell on Ice. They'll be sent to you. They'll be sent to you immediately you enroll in the program. Also, it'll be sent to you is my leadership program called the Lucky Life Formula. It's a 12 DVD, 12 CD, 12 chapter workbook, now all compressed onto a USB stick, which can be easily downloaded onto your iPod, with practical life lessons on getting everything in order. Because this journey to Antarctica is not just a journey to Antarctica, it's a journey to get you being you at your absolute best, which includes auditing your diet, your health, your rest, your finances, auditing those you have around you, the mentorship you might have around you, and the path that you're currently on. It's a program which comes to you, as I said, in DVD, so you can actually watch each of the exercises. Now you might think, look, I want to go on an incredible trip to Antarctica ice climbing, and I don't want to get involved in all this theoretical work. Well, the reality is that we are going on an incredible trip to Antarctica, and we all will be doing ice climbing and camping and kayaking and having a wonderful experience. Now, what makes it particularly fantastic and unique is that each of us have worked through some or all of the components that make up the Lucky Life Formula, and you have as a common thread a point of discussion, some of the changes, some of the distinctions that you may have derived during the year leading into the expedition. Towards this end, we offer support with online support, email, forums, chat rooms, Facebook. We have questions and answers, and as I said earlier, we have regular get-togethers in your local city when we can go through your gear, go indoor climbing, go for a barbecue, and really make sure that by the time we leave, you are best friends with the people who you'll be traveling with, people who you previously didn't even know. Here we are. What I've done is I've gathered some photos of the various training exercises we've done over the years. Here we are in the climbing place in Forest Valley in Brisbane, Fortitude Valley. I'm trying to say Fortitude Valley in Brisbane with some of the expeditions that came on this trip in February 2010. We'll be doing very similar activities going into our February 2011 expedition, going through mountain design. I'll get you 20% off everything there. Go through the whole gear list, what you might need. Because we'll be doing climbing, there's particular jackets and so forth that I recommend. The clothing, and has to be layering clothing. But here we are, everyone getting together, having a meal, going through the climbing, sharing experiences together. This is over in Brisbane years ago, in Burswood Casino, going through gear in Brisbane. Now, in the presentation I'm going into right now, I'm going to go through both the Argentinian option and also the Antarctic option.